have, yeah.
We could.
Yeah, someone said this, yeah.
Are we rolling?
We are still rolling.
Kevin.
Hello.
Hi, darling.
Welcome back.
Ranty. This is
Good day.
That's good fun, darling.
Okay, so aside from the Truth or Dare, Blonde Ambition Tour, and Strike a Pose, we know that you've worked with top artists and done so many things. What is your number one memorable job or artist or moment that you had?
Oh my gosh. I mean, in what sense?
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many.
Just anything. Let's go, a good moment that you were like, oh, I was born to do this. I'm a star.
Every day of his life.
Right.
Every moment.
And
Let's see. Mariah Carey and her one curl. Like,
Ooh, what's that?
oh my god. Oh,
What?
see.
The one curl.
We're on the Pepsi commercial. I haven't told this story very often. We're on a Pepsi commercial, and she didn't have a mirror. And she's like, I'm not going on until I see myself. And so there was one of those little monitors, and the poor PA was so heavy. The PA had to hold it down here like this at the right angle so she could see herself in the monitor while the camera watching her above. Like the camera was here and the monitor was down, so she's looking at the monitor. So she's looking at the monitor, doing a Mariah Carey, and she goes, one curl, one curl. One curl, one curl, one curl. Shake, 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 shake with the hands. Shake, 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 shake. One curl, one curl.
oh, she wanted to see if it was like better in the front or the back?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. It felt like it was some sort of OCD weird moment. But she kept doing it for like 8 minutes. And the guy's like shaking. And it's the same curl. It's not even like it's a different curl. It's the same curl. I was like this behind the camera, like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is the best moment ever. I was like, do it again, do it again.
Oh my God.
He's like, no, don't do it again. Don't do it again. Don't do it again.
I love it.
Wow.
But it's these moments that I like dig into because people are human. These artists are human. If you put them on this weird pedestal, it's like they put on a show for you, but it's like they're human, they're real. And for a real human to be doing this,
That's hilarious.
I loved it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Those are the moments I look for. I'm always like watching.
Yeah.
What's next for you? I mean,
What's next?
I know
Oh my
you've
gosh.
done everything in the book.
Everything.
And what I love about you is that as long as I've known you, you're still in dance class like all the time, every week, probably multiple times a week.
Multiple times a week,
And
yeah.
you'll be at the audition. I'm like, what are you doing here? You've done everything in the book, but you're just so humble, and humility is a lost art. You know what I mean? And
Well,
I love it.
Thank you. I don't like auditioning anymore.
Of course not.
If I could just get direct booked all the time, I would at this point. Because that's the one thing. I love dancing and I love working.
Right.
I after 30 years, it's really, 27 years, whatever, it really is like, okay, I'm so tired of auditioning.
Oh, yeah.
I love working and I would continue working if I could, on and on and on.
Right.
The same thing, but it's the auditions that kill me. But I do take class all the time because I love dancing, and whether I'm working or not, it will always be a part of me.
Right.
And I always like to work hard at things I love.
Because you're the master of all.
Yes.
Full circle.
So I mean, right now, I'm working on a book, on a memoir. I shot a movie, a documentary 2 years ago, and I'm editing right now. I sing under the name That Rogue Romeo, thatrogueromeo.com, kevinstay.com, social media everywhere, Kevin Stay, the8app.com, go there immediately. Do it now, it's important, you'll see. It launches next month.
The what app?
The 8app.
8
It's
app.
a social platform that actually puts the ad revenue back in the hands of the creators and the people that are posting it, rather than going all to the companies like Facebook and Google that will earn 100% of your ad revenue. I'm having deja vu right now. It gives 80% to the creators and
Great.
20% to the company.
That's pretty
So
cool.
you can earn a ton of money, and you negotiate directly with the brands. You can put like a picture or an ad on your thing and make money off of it immediately.
8 as in like the number 8 or just spell
Fantastic.
it out?
The number 8, the8app.com. Launches next month.
Wow.
So what's next? If you were like, what's your next job, project?
Oh,
you
my
have
goodness.
The book. You have.
I have the book. I have my movie that I'm editing. We're still doing promotion for Strike a Pose. We're still doing press. We're still traveling with it. We're still trying to do some live television appearances for the push of Netflix and Logo.
That's great.
Yeah,
Congratulations,
thank
by the
you.
way.
Thank
That's
you.
really awesome. I think
Thank
it's
you.
a very important story to be told. I mean, really, there's only Gaga now that's also pushing, that message
The politics
as well,
of it,
and
yeah.
the politics of it. Yeah, so it's there's a lot of courage in that, and I think your guys' story needs to be told, and it's just it's really beautiful. So I'm really happy for you, and I love that also in the movie it's also dance is the art that still connects everybody.
Yeah.
That still is the through line. You know, it's beautiful.
It's one of the things I realized most from doing this movie was that dance isn't a job anymore. And that there's an ease around that. Like, it doesn't have to be my work. It doesn't have to be my job because it's my art and it's my communication and it's something that lives inside me now rather than being a technique.
Right.
It's just a language
Right.
that I have and it's fused into me.
I love that. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
You have such a great energy. No matter when and where I see you, you're always so positive, so humble, inspiring, and
Generous.
and I.
He'll massage you when he hugs you.
Yeah, just.
This is hard to hear, actually. I know it's weird. It's weird. There's been, I think a lot of my life, it's hard to embrace compliments. I don't know if that's like a Midwest sort of thing, like humble sort of thing, like you need to be humble, but like it's hard to hear these sort of things and really acknowledge or accept them without like brushing them off.
Well,
You know,
please
like-
take it.
Yes,
because
take
we
it.
need it. We need every word. I mean,
you.
really, I think that's why everyone just adores you and appreciates you, and
Thank you.
you know,
Respect
we're so
and
inspired.
admire.
Well, with Madonna, like all those compliments that came to us, or to me particularly, I can speak for myself, all those years of compliments about, oh, you guys are amazing, you changed my life, you made a difference for me, like you saved my life, all these things, I brushed it off just like I do, because I always thought it was about her. And I always thought it was really, in the end, it was compliments to her. It was really about fandom to her.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really directed at me. And the one takeaway from Strike a Pose is that I can finally look back at all of those comments over 25 years and suddenly look back and go, oh my God, they were all really actually directed at me.
Yeah.
And I had to kind of reinvent my entire narrative for myself of like my worth and my value and what I do and my importance or any of that. Not in a big ego way, but like in a, wow, I've made a difference and people do love me and people have been complimenting me and I need to just tell myself to shut up. My brain to shut up.
Yeah, so I remember, you know, when I went to go see the screening for Strike a Pose, I remember afterwards I wanted to say hello, and there was just a line of people that just also wanted to say hello. And, you know, I overheard some of them and, you know, I think they were just, I think I specifically remember a gentleman who said, like, you know, I came from Ohio and I had never seen two men kissing. And to me, it just opened my eyes and, you know, he inspired me. And it was just all these stories after stories after stories. And not just that, I'm not gay and I did not, you know, come up in that generation, but guess what? I'm Japanese, I'm Asian, I'm an Asian American dancer, and you are a pioneer. You are one of the OG, you know, Asian dancers. So to us, we're like, oh my gosh, I don't have to be Caucasian or African American to be on stage with pop artists. So you are such a pioneer and inspiration in so many ways, not just the sexuality thing, but like racially and everything. So thank you.
Well, you know, the whole Asian thing was a big deal back then. I don't think people even realized, like, it was, to be Asian was too ethnic.
Right.
And just to clarify with everybody, what nationality are you specifically?
I'm half Chinese and half Welsh.
Half
or
Chinese
English.
and half Welsh.
But back then,
And you're not even Swedish.
everybody was blonde and big muscled and tall and white.
Yeah.
And it was just not an ethnic community. There were a lot of ethnic people around, but the majority was all white for the gigs.
Right.
And I'm so grateful I came at the time I did, because I was this little toe dip into ethnicity where people could get away with me. They're always, he's white, is he Asian? We don't know, I'm a mix. So it's like, oh, it's not a full step that way.
Yeah.
It's funny now, because now I'm not Asian enough. Because now I'm like, I don't represent all of Asia, which is now what I have to do, because now you have to have the Latin, the white, the black, and the Asian, like just in order to be diverse. That's the diverse, that's you, check, 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 there's your tokens, you're good.
Yeah.
Right.
But like back then, I remember growing up not seeing anyone. I literally thought growing up that I had to have martial arts magic skills.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Wow.
I kept trying to discover, am I centipede style? Like what, what am I? And it was like Mr. Miyagi or Bruce Lee.
Right.
Those are my options.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's been so refreshing to see this huge amount of diversity in dance now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it started with you, and then there was, like Kelly Kono with Janet Jackson, and I remember
Kelly.
seeing Sky and
Carrie-Ann Inaba.
Carrie-Ann Inaba,
Yeah. There's always more girls than guys. Like for some reason, female
Right.
Asians in the world, in commercial world,
Yeah.
are always more accepted than male
Right.
Asians. So
Right.
there's been a real weird structure in place and stigma around gays or gay male Asians or Asian male sexuality in general. It's just been this big.
B-boys or like,
Yeah, it's this
like,
weird issue around it, and it's time that Asians get some representation
That's right.
in that.
Asians.
Like,
Oh my god! Oh my god! I felt really left out, you guys.
welcome to our world. That's right.
Literally, it's like
Totally.
I
The Asian in the back.
remember going to dance auditions, and it would be all, a lot of Caucasians, and I'm like, oh well, I guess I don't get this job, and then from there it went into being, well, you have to be Asian.
Yeah, full out.
So please please keep your hair black
and have an accent,
long.
or as an actor, have an accent.
Oh.
Every job I ever go out on, I have to have an Asian accent,
Are
and
you
I'm like,
serious?
Yep.
I'm not going. Sorry, I'm not.
I'm always the mafia's daughter.
I can speak Italian easier than.
Yeah, I'm mafia's daughter, or I'm the nerd. Totally, completely. There's still that stereotype that exists, and I think it is slowly getting broken down, and to the point where we are just normal American girl or guy. But
we're multicultural nowadays, but
Multicultural.
it's whether
Yeah.
it gets presented
Properly.
that way, And to touch upon something else too, with sort of what you were talking about, is that, a lot of dancers, especially in this industry, identify and validate themselves by their jobs and their gigs.
Yeah.
Which I
Yeah,
think then when it's not what it was, or you don't have the jobs that you did, they forget their self-worth and things. So going kind of back to like what you've shared, which is so beautiful, is that, now you've found this other place and accepting the compliments and knowing that that really is who you are.
Yeah. Well,
So-
it's brought me full circle because I was and I have been for a while at this point of what do I do now?
Yeah.
What do
Yep.
What do you do now when you've done everything? And it's like, if I do one more video, one more movie, like, what does that matter?
Yeah.
None of it really matters. And all that really matters is that I found some sort of peace within myself about my journey. And there's something about this movie that that's brought everything full circle, and it's resolved kind of my entire life as an entertainer. And it's not that I want to step away, but I feel like, wow, at this point I could and be totally happy with that life and that arc of where I've been, because I've had this moment to travel around the world with Strike a Pose and have this weird sort of eulogy moment, right, while still being alive. While still being alive. It's true though, to have people come up and just say all this stuff about you to your face, at you, like as though I were like, being eulogized.
Right.
I mean, with all the
That's
negative
interesting.
connotations taken away.
that
but
is interesting. Yeah.
it's amazing. It's amazing. It's so satisfying. Again, it's peaceful. And I would want dancers to always find something in themselves that's beyond their work. Don't value yourself by your work. Value your work, but don't value yourself by your work. Continue doing the best you can, strive for perfection and achieve excellence. If you are always leaning into something that you love and doing something that you love, you will always be successful. No matter what ends up happening with it, you'll always be happy with the outcome if you're doing something that you love. So find your love.
Thank you.
Thank you.
PDL, I hope you were listening.
And if not, rewind
Right.
and listen.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
Yes, double.